Hello everyone, I'm Ashwin Kushwaha, and today I'm going to convince you that procrastination is not your enemy. I am a procrastinator. I have been for a long time, and for a while I felt as though it was a negative trait that I could not break, and this and my ADHD were the bane of my existence. This battle of procrastination continued into my first 2 years of college, which I eventually dropped out of after I decided I was just not making a good use of my time or the money that was paying for me to attend school. That summer, I applied and was reaccepted to a position as a detailer and a lot attendant at a local Audi and BMW dealership in my hometown, which was a position that I had the summer before starting college. After about 6 months, I had gone above and beyond with my work duties, and I was asked if I wanted to join the sales team. It was a big commitment to make, but I eventually decided to go ahead with it. While working, I really learned how to manage my time more efficiently and effectively, and this was because of the pressures of the day, sometimes 12-hour shifts. This is when I discovered how to turn my procrastination into a tool that helps me manage my time. And this is what I would like to discuss with you guys today. And managing your procrastination, turning it into a tool, can be done with a few steps, which is knowing your tasks and your timeline, acquainting yourself with the tasks, weighing the importance and prioritizing the tasks, and maintaining a healthy balance between the time to yourself and the time you need to be doing your work, and all while keeping an element of procrastination that helps keep the pressure to focus. So the first step is knowing your task and your timeline. And this is very important. And if you go into procrastination blind, you certainly are going to fail. And this is the mistake that many people make, including myself. When you get assigned a task at school or you're given a job to complete at work, you should have a system where you can immediately take note of what you need to do and make sure you know when you have to have the task completed by as well. And this will help you subconsciously organize your various tasks and the various other things you need to do. The second thing you need to do is get acquainted. And only adding what you need to do to your timeline isn't going to be enough. You also need to make sure you familiarize yourself with the material or the job description, whatever it is you're working with. And this is especially important because by doing this, you will get a rough idea of how much time you need to commit to complete the job that you need to do. Without dipping your toes into the water, so to speak, you are left with an unpleasant surprise when there's only a day left to get your work done, and then you sit down and you see that what you've got to do is going to take a whole week's worth of time to get everything done. Next, you need to weigh the importance and prioritize. And when you've taken note of all the various things that you need to do and you've familiarized yourself with them, it'll make it much easier for you to prioritize your timeline. And the prioritization automatically begins to occur subconsciously when you've done this, and your brain does a fantastic job of urging you to get the important things done if you know what they are ahead of time. And when it gets to crunch time, you don't need to waste any time making a decision on what needs to be done first, since you already are going to have an idea of how much time and effort each thing is going to take you, and you can just get cracking on instead. Finally, you need to make sure that you maintain a balance. Even though procrastination might give people like you and me the boost of motivation and brain power that you need to get things done, it doesn't mean that everything should be pushed to the last minute. And it's important to remember that when you have time or the ability to get something done, even if it can be pushed to a later time, you might as well just do it. When you have things to work on that require a bit more of your time and effort, you'll be glad that you've done some of the mundane stuff or the little things and have gotten them out of the way. And make sure that you enjoy time to yourself as well. Take breaks from your work, and remember that you don't always have to be getting things done at the last minute in one shot. And breaking your work into pieces, even as small as 15-minute time segments, can help you get a lot of things done. So when you have an idea of what you've got to get done, rather than going into procrastination completely blind, the outcome is just always going to be better. And as long as you have acquainted yourself with the work well enough to give your mind an idea of how much effort it's going to require, then when it comes time, when it's finally time to crack down and get to work, you're going to be subliminally ready to tackle all of the tasks and prioritize the important things. And instead of trying to get rid of your procrastination trait, just learn to work with it instead and find out that it's actually not a bad friend. Thank you.